Hey, what's up, guys? This is Cain here with
All right,
XBLA fans.
Madeleine.
I'm going to be doing a
Let's see what you
quick
got.
taste for the assembly. So this is a narrative first-person interactive story, or as we like to call walking
You want me
sim.
to wear these to the
So
party, Jen? You should
I'm
make
going
some
to
charge
try
this
to
time.
not spoil anything major. I've picked a section from the game that I think gives you a decent taste of what this is
All
like
right,
without
party
actually
time.
ruining anything. So this
Or
is
not.
fairly early in the game. I'm playing as Cal Pearson here. This game actually does tell the story of two different individuals in particular. So you're going to play as Madeleine Stone as well as veteran Cal Pearson. Cal Pearson is a scientist. I think he's a virologist,
Dr.
if I
Pearson
remember.
speaking.
Cal, it's Anton. Can you do
Alright,
me a
so
favor?
I have not played
I was
much of
on
this
my way
game
to
yet.
join you for the
Actually,
trial
the
run.
end of this is about
I
as
think you
far
wanna
as
see
I've
this
played. I
first.
didn't want to
I
spoil
was
it
given
before
a
I
top
stream it.
secret cell
So I will be
sample to check
streaming
this
this
morning.
on
Top
Friday,
secret, but you're telling me about it?
January
Yeah, because
20th,
I think
which
you
is
should
going to be the
see it.
launch
It's in the
day.
lab fridge
You'll be able to
marked
play it if you'd like as well.
PCS1778.
But for
Okay,
those of you who
if I
want to
miss the
actually
first
just
trial
see
for
more of
this,
it, you'll
I'll
be
put
able to
up
do
a
that
fist.
then.
Oh, and
But
keep the memo prototype
the assembly
on.
basically is
Bye.
this collective
How'd you-
of scientists,
Try
and they're
not
off
to.
the grid, they're away from government interference, and they're able to just kind of do their own thing without all the red tape that would normally be there. So depending on your perspective, that might be a good thing, that might be a bad thing. Obviously, we've seen what happens in societies like BioShock, where they're completely off the grid as well. So I'm curious to see how this eventually probably goes a bit downhill, because I have a feeling we're not in a utopia of sorts. The game promises it's going to make you make tough, difficult decisions, and there's a lot of different, things to explore.
Locked up for the day.
So you're going to be investigating this facility and
Project
making some
Poop is
decisions that are supposed to
Let's
be
get
a
you
bit
on your
morally ambiguous, a little less clear-cut right and wrong. I picked to highlight Cal Pearson and his
put
segment
Anton's
because I
pistol in
felt
the
like it was a
sample
little
tower
less spoilery than the
Okay,
first
Anton,
segment.
so important.
So the first segment, I'm just going to give you a heads up. You play as Madeleine Stone, and it's visually a little more interesting and engaging.
Crap.
There's a lot of different
Cassidy's
things going on with it. It's pretty cool, and I'm looking forward to seeing if that continues on more as you play as her. So right now we're playing as Cal, and we're discovering that something we thought we had gotten rid of has been destroyed. So I don't really know much more than you guys do in what we're seeing right now.
Desk.
So I'm just kind of wandering around trying to find everything. So we go back to the office. I cut a little bit for time. I didn't want to make you guys just sit here and watch me wander around looking for random items. So we're going to go in and we're going to investigate Anton's computer. I do like the fact that the puzzle was pretty simplistic here. You come in, it gives you a clue what his password is, and then you just happen to have already walked past that whiteboard. So it kind of just makes it a very nice, like, intrinsic, oh man, I should have known this type thing. It wasn't too obtuse, and I like that.
Buddy.
So I'm optimistic about the rest of this game. Like, what I've seen so far feels pretty cool. Obviously, it is a $29.99 game. I'm not sure how long it's going to be. I'm not sure if there's going to be much in the way of replayability yet, because I haven't actually finished the game. I wanted to save it for my stream. So again, I'll be playing this game at 3 p.m. Eastern, January 20th. Hopefully you guys are able to join. If not, we'll have the VOD up on Twitch. The link's going to be in the description. So I'm really curious, to be perfectly honest, what's going on. This, like, opening two segments were just, like, interesting enough that, like, I'm intrigued. So, like, I'm optimistic. I'm really hoping this is interesting. I like the fact that they claim that they're trying to do something. It's a little bit more morally ambiguous. Obviously, a lot of games have tried to do that, but it's kind of hard to get in that gray area, depending on your subject matter, and not feel like it's just like, oh, do we help the old lady walk across the street, or do we punch her in the face? So, like, I'm optimistic that, considering just with what I know about what the subject matter of this game is, in the sense of we're playing with virology, with diseases, with
Now you know why you have to
cures.
see this for yourself.
Like, there could be some interesting stuff that comes into play.
Who ordered you to retest that sample?
And we might have a nice,
Place you as head of
interesting, like,
virology,
tug
also
and
else.
pull and all
Dr.
that stuff
Chavez?
on different directions.
Cassius almost
Just kind of
wiped out the
highlighting
entire
that
Indonesian
maybe it's
island.
not as clear
I'm
cut
taking
an
this to
answer
the
as we
direct.
always think
Wait, Cal.
on some of these.
Everyone knows Chavez
So
you
I'm
were
hoping
robust
that they
Cassius.
live up to their
But you
promise
need
they've
more than
made
those samples
on
to
their
prove anything.
their game here.
Of course,
So this was made by
you see
End
running
Dreams.
Dr.
It's the
Stone's
assembly.
trials all day.
It's going to be
Sure, but if I
$29.99.
there's no
It's
way I
a
can get
walking
into your
simulator. You're going to be
Relax, my
exploring
friend.
this
I was
area.
in there just yesterday.
You're going to be
It's
trying to discover
2178.
what's going on, and
Come
you're going to make a
I'll
couple
sure you're not
choices.
disturbed.
The developers
Yes,
claim those
I don't know what the
choices
hell
could
you
have
think you're
some
doing.
different repercussions
Can't let
depending on
you
what you do. So I'm really optimistic, really hoping that this is something interesting. And honestly, I'm looking forward to playing this. So if you happen to pick this up, I would love to know what you think of it. Try to avoid getting super spoilery in the comments, but we would really love to see what you guys think about it. I thought this was like the perfect ending to a video ever. Just in the sense of like, it's time to just get desanitized and let's just go. But thanks a lot, guys. Please do like, subscribe, share, do all that stuff. It really does help us out a lot. And hope this game is pretty good. I'm looking forward to streaming it. Later.